piece of advice relating to personal experience, what would it be for the next generation, for the kids?
For the next generation at the moment is getting pretty violent and bad out there because everyone's watching violent movies and they want to be gangsters, they want to be something. At the end of the day, when I get out of here, I want to be a role model for the kids, to show them not to be in here, and if I do follow my dreams, to get out there and do it, and to be a role model. In other words, to tell the kids to do what they're good at, not to be in here.
And I believe that since you've been in prison, you've missed out on a few big things that have happened in the world, like September 11 bombing and the Olympics. How does that affect you that you've missed out on things?
Well, when you're in here, you do miss out on a lot of things. You miss out on birthdays. You miss out on your family's birthdays. If a family member gets married or a family member gets buried, you miss out on all that. You miss out on the good stuff, you miss out on the bad stuff. But when you're in here, it's like you're in a wheelchair, you're crippled, you can't move. Even to make a phone call, you can't just get up and go make a phone call, or you can just say, get in the car and drive down the road and say, happy birthday, or, you can't do none of that. So people should just think about that before they come back in here.
And I believe, I can't say that, sorry. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, do you think?
In 5 years? It's a hard thing to ask, really, but I'm hoping to go by my dream and build my bikes and become the best. And I'll give it a go if that doesn't work. Or
so is there any bikes in particular you want to build bikes, do you? Do you have a certain love for a certain type of bike or a certain style?
It's a bit hard to say. It's whatever comes out of my head. I mean, people can't picture what's in my head. I can't. If I put on pen and paper, it's not going to turn out probably the same as what I'm going to build. But we'll see what happens when I get out. I want to be a role model for the kids. So when I do get out, they don't end up in here. And for them to follow their dream. So then there's that many talented kids. They turn to crime. Alright, I've done my mistakes, but I just don't want the kids to end up in here. I want them to be the actual... I want them to follow their dream, to do what they want to do. If he wants to be a mechanic, let him be a mechanic. You know what? If he wants to build bikes, let him build bikes. I mean, we've loved the passion for bikes since we were kids. My dad bought me my first bike at what? 8 years old. He bought us our first little Z50. So
you've had bikes throughout your whole life. You've been in a motorcycle club. You've had bikes when you were a kid.
Yeah, I've had bikes since I was a kid. I mean, that's probably why I joined a motorcycle club, because I've loved bikes. I love riding with bikes. I joined it not just to pretend I was in a gang member, or the whole idea of being in a club is because we love riding bikes. The media blows it out of proportion. The media makes it out like it's they're bikers. At the end of the day, they're drug dealers. They run guns. They do this and do that. Now, that's bullshit. At the end of the day, that's they blow it up in a way where they target you as the bad boy or the bad image. The best thing is in being in a club and riding is like it's supposed to be it is a brotherhood, but the coppers supposedly make it. It's not. You commit crime, you do this and that. Mate, you go and get a lawyer or a doctor, alright, to get caught with a gram of coke or anything on them. Mate, they'll get a slap on the wrist, mate, and then look at the judges. The judges are figure 90% of them are rock spiders. Do you know what I mean? And Well, you don't hear much of that. So at the end of the day, when you're wearing a patch and you're riding down the street, a copper will pull you over and harass the living shit out of you. The other thing is it's, I don't know. I can't really put it in a way where you know that I don't know, look, anyone that's in a club or rides a bike, the coppers will harass them and pull them over, strip search them or whatever. Now, you know, like, we don't do nothing wrong. We get on our bikes and ride. So that's all we want to do. Now, I hope that when I do get out, that I can get on my bike and ride, and that it just doesn't keep going on like that.
Are you still in a club?
Yes, I still am. Yeah, I still am in the club. I don't have to mention who it is, but I mean, probably most of the people out there already probably know who I am if I've hit the front page of the papers.